Welcome back. It's still the Grand Sports Center, your one-stop sports show where you always enjoy the very best of sport. Like I told you earlier, we have in the house the Commissioner of Sports, Youth and Sports Development, Nasarawa State, Othman Bala in the house. So he's here with us and he has a lot to talk about. And it's a pleasure to welcome you to the program.
Thank you for having me, Donald.
Yeah, and I know that just last Sunday you played in the ITO Cup finals and your team lost. I know that you are still really
still mourning.
I don't want to use the word
mood.
mourning because it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But then the season for you were in the race for the league title up to the last match of the season. Then you played in the final of the FA Cup. So for you, how would you judge this just concluded football season?
Thank you so much, Donald, for that question. First and foremost, as a sports person, you win some, you lose some. We did the best we can, and now it's the time for us to go back to the drawing board and using that SWOT analysis, figure out where our strength lies, our weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that could confront us in the next season to see how we can overcome them. We are proud of our team. We are proud of the team because it's a young team that is recruited based on capacity and competencies. And from day one, we were aiming for the top. We never hide that, and I kept on saying, what transpired, because that is how the game is. That is what sport is all about. And when you say the penalty, the one we lost on Sunday, yeah, we would have buried our three. If we had buried in the first 10 minutes, if we had buried our chances, we would have killed the game. But in football, particularly, when you don't bury your chances, somebody else does. And it became a no man's game. The penalty shootout is everybody's game. And we lost with our heads high. With that pride, not that pride of pomposity, but that pride of the fact that whatever we have achieved in the last season was done out of sheer competence and capacity and the support of the entire people and government of Nasarawa State under Engineer Abdullahi yesterday. So I think it's a welcome development. It's a positive. There are a lot of positives we've driven from what transpired last season, and we intend to do much more better positively.
Yes, that's my next question. How do you intend to ensure that your standard don't drop, you continue to improve, if not, if possible, you will do better than you did this season?
Thank you so much. I think the first was to sustain the tempo of this recruitment process where competence is given the upper hand, where patronage is discarded, because a sports person, particularly football, when you patronize the player because the player knows Donald, and I'm engaging the player based on my personal relationship with Donald, it does not go well for us. What we do is to ensure that whosoever that has the capacity, that he has good legs for us, he has the talent to showcase for us, we push for that. And for the records, Donald, what you have seen in Nasarawa United from day one, from pre-season till the end of the season, the fact that the governor, Engineer Abdullah, has never forwarded a list from his desk for Mr. Commissioner to forward to the management of the team or technical crew to adopt as players. No, was there players from the office of the deputy governor for me to forward to the management or technical crew to adopt as players? No, from my desk. So
you have a free hand to operate.
They have the free hand to operate, bring in good players. We never interfered in the recruitment process.
That's what you intend to continue next season.
This is a standard. This is a benchmark we have set for ourselves.
Okay, sir. Let's look at the league generally. You know, at the end of the league, there's a controversy still raging concerning how the league ended. The points awarded to Rivers United. We'll wait to see the outcome of the protest at Dukawa United and Kwara United. But many people felt that the boardroom points should not, because from what we know that happens elsewhere, I've never seen boardroom points awarded in the English league or other leagues. There are other forms of ways of addressing issues, but 3 points, even sometimes it's even the team that is that is that has committed the offence has his points deducted, not giving point to another team. I have not actually seen that. But there is but the issue of boarding point has been in Nigerian football for a long time, and many people have kicked against it. And with this latest one, we thought that we had gotten over it because the recent time we don't really add much of it. But this latest one had a lot of implications because it affected some other teams. It had a team had to leapfrog some other teams, others had to drop, and the teams are fighting back. But now, in view of this, we don't want to use this development as the yardstick for judging the season. So how will you actually judge the season generally?
Thank you so much for that. It's fair because we could see a lot of away win matches this season. For example, Nasarawa United, we lost to Aimba at home, and nobody hitherto you don't do that. We went to Wiki and won the away match. Hitherto you don't see them in the Nigerian League season. But a lot of positive had taken place in terms of organization.
And you held them to a draw in Aba, if I can
yeah,
remember.
we held them to a draw. We won we won another away. Let's a lot of changes in terms of officiating, which have been clamoring for. I'm a very big advocate of fair officiating, because with fair officiating you get fair representative. You get true representative of a country in a continental level, and we urge them. The referee is a critical refereeing department is a critical component of changing the narrative of football in this country positively. They have a huge task on their head or shoulder, because when you lose a match at home, with fair officiating, the fans will not say one word to any referee. They will not insult a referee. So they have a very critical role to play in this. That department is critical.
Very critical.
It will change the whole mess that is happening. Because when you give a level playing ground for teams to showcase the talent they have, you could see the level of preparedness in both teams, and anyone who wins goes with it, and then the referee, you are as free as air. You don't provoke people who don't even know the nitty-gritty of this, because a lot of things that somebody wouldn't understand. But at the same time, if you are fair in you handling a match, honestly, the spectators, no matter how volatile in support they are, how fanatical they are in supporting a club, when you officiate fairly and if they defeat their team, honestly, you walk unscathed.
Yes.
And I think that department is a very critical component to changing the narrative of football in this country.
I know that you, apart from Nasarawa United, you also have the Nasarawa Amazons.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we can say, fine, looking back at the season, with Nasarawa United, you didn't do badly at all. Although it could be better, but anybody that's followed it.